Breathe and smile. I listened to a podcast. Says that. I love that. Breathe and smile. Just wake up in the morning. Breathe and smile. It's as simple as that. Today, this is kind of the end of a 4-video series. I first talked about our condition, the microbiome, nature, that life will go on, right? Then I talked about deep thinking. So what are some things I like to deep think about is projects, events, events and projects, entrepreneurship, how I can be a better community safety and health advocate. How can I help the community? How can I help individuals? So those are the kind of things I like to deep think about. And then I talked about meditation and mindfulness. Today we want to talk about mastermind. So what is a mastermind? So mastermind is, I'm Nick to the plus, I'm one person, I have one brain, right? I have ideas, I have a lot of ideas always running. But if I find 4 to 5 to 8 to 10 people that have a common interest in me to solve a common problem, we get together and it's a mastermind. Where did I first hear about mastermind? Is this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a great book. If you haven't read it, I would read it. Made in the, when was it, like 1950s? But Andrew Carnegie met this young kid, Napoleon Hill, and he assigned him to go and interview all his top friends, the top 100 or 50 or 100 people, most successful people in the world, and interviewed them and what were the signs of success, or what do successful people do, right? So, what's up, Jordan? So that's a great book. So the mastermind. So an example of a mastermind that I know of going on right now. So I'm at HEB, right, and we're going through this whole crisis. We have what's called the EOC, the Emergency Operations Center, and they usually come together for hurricanes or crisis, but they've been meeting consistently for 2 or 3 weeks, and we have a company phone call every day. So if 10 or 20 people are in the core EOC, then all of our top leaders are on that call, and we're basically a mastermind, getting all our minds together. How can we help each other through this crisis, right? Supply chain, stores, all that stuff, right? So that's an example of current mastermind. So, I have an interest. So again, I'm not an expert, right? But I have an interest. Again, projects, events, entrepreneurship, helping other people. If you have any interest in any of those kind of things, let me know. Let's form a mastermind, so we can help each other out. I think we have a lot of issues going on right now. Again, I said this virus is kind of like the canary in the coal mine. I think more stuff is coming, so I want to discuss that more, right? So I just wanted to go through, so I know some people are going through hard times. You might have lost their job. Your 401k might have gone half. I don't know what you're dealing with, but, I want to help out, right? So some of us have a lot more time on our hand. We're isolated. So I'm going to go through some books that I recommend. So this is Mind Management and 11 Points of Healthy Aging, Ageless Living. Both these books are by my buddy Mike Greer. He's the race director for the Lubbock 70.3, an idol of mine, a mentor of mine. I call him for questions. I talked to him last week. So these are great books. Just Google Mike Greer, and he's a PhD. He's a race director, but those are great. So this mind management has a lot of similarities with Think and Grow Rich. They kind of have they talk about the secret or the law of attraction, right? So two great books. Another great book I'm reading right now is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. He's probably the most influential public intelligence in the Western world right now. He's one of the smartest guys, I think, and he's the one who started me thinking about deep thinking, right? So writing, really solving problems. So I think he's gone through some illness lately, so he's dealing with that. But he has a YouTube channel, great thinker, great teacher, makes it simple, so that's a great book. Something that kind of correlates, a very different type of writer, but The G Code by Ryan Stewman talks about similar things, but the G Code is gratitude, what's your mindset, genetics, what's your health and fitness like, your grind, your business, what are you focusing on business, how are you earning a living, how are you making money work for you instead of you working for money. And then the last G is group, who you're hanging out with. So that's kind of what I'm talking about right now. Forming a group to form a mastermind and help solve problems together, right? Help each other, right? Decode. Another one, great thing, the one thing, right? So a lot of us think we can multitask. It's been proven that the mind's not capable of doing that. Jordan Peterson talks about the aim in life. You have to have one aim to be successful. So the one thing is they also have a podcast, and it's great practice for living and business and all around stuff. Focusing on the one thing. What's your one thing, right? So that's a great one. Another buddy of mine, Kurt Beavers, wrote Make a Life, Not Just a Living. So it's also talking about entrepreneurship, being your own boss, building your own business, getting money to work for you instead of you working for money, right? So great book, a little bit of a Christian background, so it made a lot of sense, right? So the last one, this is by James Altucher, The Side Hustle Bible, right? So a lot of us may be out of work right now. The gig economy, I think, is just going to explode after this. So, instead of having one primary job that you clock in, you do maybe 2 or 3 side hustles where you have different streams of income. So this has a whole lot of ideas. I think it's over 100 of side hustles, right? The gig economy, right? So that's, again, just some suggestions I have. If you have some good books that you're reading, 2 others I recommend is Rich Roll, Finding Ultra. Has a very similar story than I do, right? I'm also in the middle of writing a book similar to that one. So check that out. That's Rich Roll, Finding Ultra, and then David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. I haven't actually read that yet, but I'm going to read it on audiobook once I finish through some of these other ones, right? So if you have any good books, suggest them up here or whatever. So, but again, if you're interested in furthering the discussion with me, creating a mastermind in either projects, events, entrepreneurship, starting a business, being a community safety and health advocate, helping others, solving problems that we're going through or we might face in the future, right? So if you're interested in any of those things, let me know. I'm here for you. I see you. I care about you. I want everybody to come out this stronger, learning lessons, and improving life from here, right? So again, we were faced with a great challenge, but with every challenge, there's great opportunity. So what are you going to do with this challenge and this opportunity, right? So I'm here. Let's form a mastermind. Let's form a team, form a community. Reach out to your top 5 people. Be talking every day, your group, and be a resource to each other. So I wish y'all the best. Keep the conversation going. Contact me. And live to the plus.